Hey guys, welcome back to Development Division, and in today's video I'm going to give you guys a shop tour and I want to show you guys some of the new shop improvements that I've added. Also in today's video I'm going to take you guys around the warehouse and give you guys an update on all the builds, show you where they are right now, what's happening to them right now, and what's going to happen to them in the near future in the coming episodes. So without further ado, let's go ahead and kick off the Summer 2020 shop tour. So welcome to the trash corner and scraps corner. All this stuff behind me is trash. Now that I have a space for myself as a young adult, I realized how much trash I actually produce, and it's a lot. It's actually quite alarming. I need to start some recycling programs at the shop, so note to self. But you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and take all this trash out just to kind of clean up the place. Now that we've actually cleaned the trash, looks a lot better. Now we can take a look at the scrap pile. All this stuff is like old car parts that I've taken off, replaced. This is two radiators there, an exhaust, recycled oil. I really need to address getting all this stuff out of here, take this up to the scrap. Hopefully I can get enough money for the LS swap for my Jeep. More on that coming later. So over here is kind of my parts rack for the Jeep. And a little bit of the Pontiac stuff is right there. At the top is some of my fabrication stuff, some scrap metal, my drill, soldering iron, sander, and my angle grinder. And this shelf right here is for my engine stuff, like the motor oil, AC stuff, grease, all that. This right here is newly added. This is my new workbench. I haven't secured my vise yet. I gotta make some metal plates so it doesn't mess up my plastic table. Other than that, this is my workstation. Please excuse the mess. This right here is where I separate all of my nuts and bolts. A couple things on the bulletin board here. All my wiring, tape, zip tie stuff is over here. Some future Firebird parts. We got a fluid reservoir, shift boot replacement, as well as the new Haynes manual I have for the Firebird. There is a full video on me actually building this toolbox somewhere on my channel, so if you guys are interested, go ahead and check that out. There's not much to it. It's kind of a mess right now. Some good stuff in here. Rubber sockets, hammers, heavy stuff. On the bottom there is my other tools. This right here is my other work table. This is kind of my work bolt pen over here. There haven't been any new modifications to the lounge area, but I have added a fan. As you can see, I'm sweating bullets. It's really, really hot in Texas in the summers, and I needed to buy at least one fan in my shop to keep me cool. But other than that, it's pretty much stayed the same since I actually first built it. PlayStation 2 is still up there. Haven't really ran it that much. It's kind of broken. The power cable where it plugs in is not too good. Fridge still there. Eclipse seats serving as my guest arrangements. On the wall here, couple of things. April, so you guys can tell that I can't keep up with the days because I can't even change the calendar. Now we've just had the shop tour, we can go into the vehicles. Let's go ahead and jump into the Eclipse right now. There's a crack the size of the Grand Canyon in the manifold. So what is going on with my 1997 Eclipse GS? Well, as you can see, I'm in deconstruction mode still. For you guys that have been on the channel for a while, you guys have known that I bought this around last year, around this time last year, and my goal is to build a street track build, more of like a pro touring class vehicle here. I bought it with about 130,000 miles on it, 428 engine, transmission is real sloppy in it. I plan on painting it that original red color. I forget the name of it, maybe like Serrano red, something like that. I feel like it gives it good character, and the gray that I wanted to go with, kind of straying away from it now that I keep looking at it in this red. I don't have any problems with the color that it is, it just needed a whole lot of paint correction. That's why I decided just to kind of bite the bullet and do a full paint job on it. So I'm trying to get all this paint work out of the way so I don't got to worry about it. I don't have to set up the paint booth in the shop anymore, and all I can focus on is reassembling the engine and the interior, which is going to be really fun. As you guys can see, the interior is also gutted. I gutted the whole interior. I'm trying to work out all this sound deadening. I removed the front half of the sound deadening already, but I'm going to go ahead and work on the back here. This stuff is stuck on pretty tough. I have a harness bar from Brom. I'm going to platform the rear, relocate my battery to the rear as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the interior of the Eclipse. So as far as the power plant goes, I'm going to keep it simple. The old 428 that came out of it is still in really good condition. So what I'm going to do is put some forged internals into it, rebuild it, and put a little bit of a small turbo on it. I'm looking to run maybe 8 to 12 pounds of boost. And that being said, that's pretty much a full roundabout update on Tanya the Eclipse. Let's go ahead and move on over to the Firebird, Hank. So this is Hank, the 1999 Pontiac Firebird V6. And I bought this 2 months ago, sight unseen, for $200, and it had some head gasket issues and it was missing a ton of parts. So over the past 2 months, I've put it all kind of back together. I'm kind of cleaning up the engine right now. It's almost starting. The interior here is pretty much full and complete. I'm missing 2 AC vents here. That's no big deal. I need a shift boot for the T5 transmission that's in this vehicle. Came with 2 12-inch subs. They're kickers. They're broken. So I'm probably going to replace those in the future and get a nice sound system for this thing. It's going to be my daily driver. I want it to be stealth. I don't want too much out of it. I just want it to be able to drive good. And then maybe in the future I can put an LS in it, maybe drift it. I don't know. For now, I'm just going to run it stock. So as you guys can see, the Firebird isn't pretty either. It's going to need a little bit of body work. This is the worst fender on the car. I'm not going to be doing too much crazy body work on it like I am with the Eclipse. It's just going to get some quick fixes. Maybe someday I can get a full paint correction and full body work on it, but for now it's just going to be some cheap fixes. I just need this thing to run. I don't need it to look pretty. I'm not doing too much with the Firebird. I just need it to be a daily driver while my Jeep goes under major repairs and upgrades. So I guess it's a better time than ever to go over the Jeep. So let's get the Jeep pulled into the shop and let's go over what it needs and what's going on with it. So this is the vehicle you guys are probably most familiar with on the channel. It's my 2011 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport. I've had it for about 5 years. The channel has followed the whole build progression of this Jeep right here. And I'm not going to lie, over the past year I really haven't taken good care of it. And that's why a lot of these problems have arisen. But I'm going to be repairing all the issues, adding some upgrades. And then in October, I'm going to be going on a 10-day road trip in the Jeep as a final hurrah for the 3.8 engine. That's right, I'm going to be LS swapping the Jeep in a couple months. So what exactly is wrong with the Jeep? Well, I'll tell you. The head gaskets have gone bad. This thing leaks oil, and every 800, 700 miles around that time period, I had to fill it up with a full quart of oil. So it's burning a lot of oil, and it's also leaking a lot of oil. Since I've added a 3-inch lift kit, the angle of the front drive shaft is too extreme for the stock drive shaft, so it's actually totally shredded my front drive shaft. So I have no 4-wheel drive, and I haven't had it for a couple months now. So I need to fix that as well. So despite those 2 major issues, the Jeep runs fine and everything else works pretty good. A couple of things have kind of stopped working over time, Like some of my aftermarket lights in the back don't work anymore, so I gotta fix the wiring, kind of sort out what's exactly happening back there. In the rear as well, I'm gonna rear platform it, kind of like a goose gear type of system, but I'm gonna make my own thing, show you guys how to make it yourself for cheaper. We'll put a fridge back there, replace my tailgate table that broke recently. I'm not gonna tell you everything that I'm adding to this Jeep, but it's gonna be pretty dope, so stay tuned for that. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the shop tour along with the build updates. If you guys are interested in following along with any of the builds or just the shop or just me, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel and like the video. It helps out a lot. If you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns, drop them in the comment section below. I'll do my best to answer your questions or anything like that. And without further ado, I'll see you guys on Friday for a brand new video, and peace. Magic of a snap. We're gonna get this front bumper off. Ready? Just like that, it's gone.